Hi guys, how's everybody doing? It's Vivi at home, and I thought I would just get on here and do a quick video today about my unwriting ritual, so stay tuned! Welcome back guys. So today's episode I'm going to be doing a quick little list of the things that I do to unwind from my writing time and the time with the kids and when I need to de-stress. Since everybody's going through so much stress and kind of uncertainty right now during this time of quarantine. Sorry, let me move those so the glare's gone. Since everybody's kind of going through this uncertain time, and people are probably stressing out about getting Nano done while balancing all the things that are going on in the world, I thought I would just kind of come on with a couple of ideas of how you guys can de-stress when you're kind of trying to come down from an intense day of writing or from an intense day of work. And these are just some things that I like to do that help me unwind. It doesn't happen often. Sometimes it's few and far between, but that's what makes them really helpful. So, without further ado, I'm going to start with my number one, which I believe was in my original writing rituals video. But since this is the unwriting rituals, this one also applies. So I'm going to say a little bit of wine always helps in the evenings after I put the kids down and I want to sit down and just kind of decompress from the day, kind of come off of the busy schedule and the high cloud of like getting things done and constant moving. This kind of helps with that. So that's number one. Number two is sometimes it depends during the week if I have time. Obviously I don't have time all the time, but I will usually do a face mask, and this is one of the ones that I have, and this is just like another example, just like a quick clay mask, something you can put on while you're relaxing. It doesn't have to be a full spa day even. Sometimes it just helps to feel like you're getting a little bit of pampering. The other thing that I like to do a lot, and this one takes a little more planning. Usually I can't do it all the time. I have to plan it out. That's why I make it like a bonus for myself, especially during Camp Nano, which I'm wearing my shirt from last year, winning camp, so that was pretty cool. But one of the things I do is I like to paint my nails. So if you've seen on my Instagram, I constantly have pictures of my what I call writing nails. So what I like to do is when I get a fresh set of nails, I really feel like writing. It just it feels nice to look down and see that color, and it motivates me to want to write more. So, as a reward for myself, 1 or 2 weeks, depending on how long the nails last, I'll generally set aside a whole night, and I won't write, and I will just get my nails done. So I have a couple favorites I like. Originally, I used to do black or white, which is my favorite, with this fast instant dry clear coat. You put it on, and a second later, a couple seconds later, your nails are dry, done. And you don't have to wait too long, which is great for moms because sometimes the kids will get up and they'll hear me and they'll be like, oh, mommy, mommy, mommy. And if I have to go put them down and if I bumped my nails or something, then they're messed up and I have to do it all over again, or sometimes it's a wasted night. So when I discovered the quick dry, oh man, did that help. I've tried other types of quick dries, but that one I find is my go-to. I've gotten so many of those over the years because they last a long time because you're only using it one swipe per nail. But then they make your nails last longer, so you're not having to redo. But I also, within this last year, discovered gel at home kits. So I got, I don't remember the brand, the Sensational brand kit from Target. I got the UV light, and I got one black. And then I thought I'd mix it up because, as you know, I like wine color. So this is called I'm So Bordeaux. This is the nail color. And it's one of my favorites for writing, especially right now when I'm writing those witchy books that you know I love to write. So the other thing I do when I'm doing the face mask is a night cream. So afterwards, sometimes it can feel like the face masks are drying your skin out. And if you're doing the mask as kind of reward, it's nice to kind of soften your skin and give it a little bit of that moisture back with a face mask. The other major thing I do is, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but my hair is doing fantastic these days. The curl has gotten so much more curly. Last year it was more, as I'm sure you saw in my videos, more kind of poofy, wavy, just coming off of having a baby and lots of thick hair, but it was kind of a mess still. My curl pattern wasn't back. I am naturally curly, and I discovered the Curly Girl method. I don't do it 100% because it is kind of expensive. You can't use any of there's a bunch of the shampoos that you're not supposed to use and all that stuff, so I can't quite afford to do that all the time, especially right now during the quarantine. I kind of just have to use what I have. So one of the major helps was the L'Oreal Dream Lengths, which has been smoothing my split ends so that my curls are starting to be more vibrant and healthy. And then this was what I discovered when I started the Curly Girl method, even though I didn't do it all the way, but this almost instantly helped my hair now. I know a lot of people do the Diva Curl. That I just couldn't afford that. That wasn't something I was going to spring for because I needed to see if the method worked and if it wasn't just because of the product. So I did find, it's called Zoto's All About Curls, and this is their deep conditioning treatment. And what I found out about my hair, especially when I'm going through like the summer and the winter, fall and spring are okay, but summer and winter, I can get my hair really dry apparently, and that's why the curls turn into these big frizz balls on the sides of my head, and I end up just tying it up, and as you've seen in the past, it usually just looks all wilty and gross, but right now it's super duper curly lately, like look at this stuff. So what happens is especially for my curl type, I need it to be hydrating, and since I'm a mom of 3 young kids, it's really hard for me to spend hours in the shower letting my hair hydrate, and curls get dried out. So I do one little dose of this once a week, and I just let it sit for a few minutes, and it deep conditions, and then I use my regular shampoo and conditioner, and I try not to towel dry. I try to scrunch the product that I use afterwards into my hair, which is it's a gel of this, and it kind of protects the curls, and as a result my hair has been so much healthier and so much happier. So I love that. So when I do one of those spa nights, I'll do a good deep condition, I'll do a face mask, I'll do my nails, and that's my reward to kind of come down off of a really stressful time. Now I know there's some of you out there that are not going to do a spa day, maybe the guys, maybe people who just are that's not really my thing. So the other way I come down from a really stressful day, if I don't want to be writing, if I'm just, my head is overloaded with all the writing I've been doing or all the work I've had to do, and I just don't even want to do any of that, I do like to draw on my iPad, which I've talked about before, the digital art. Sometimes it can be relaxing just to do the patterns and just to draw really simple designs, and it doesn't even have to be super skilled. I mean, I'm still learning and I'm still brand new at it, and it can just kind of zone you out. I've also seen that they can do the mandala grids on there and coloring like an adult coloring book on there, but then you don't have to keep all the colored pencils around and all the paper and all the books. So that's another good way to kind of bring down your mind, kind of let you zone out. So another little category of that is my husband and I like to watch shows together. One of our ones we've been watching lately has been Outlander, now that the new season was back on. So doing shows, one show I can totally recommend was on Netflix. It was called, no, it wasn't The Tiger King. I know everybody's talking about that. It was 100 Humans, something like that. It was amazing. And normally I don't go for reality shows, but this show was people doing experiments with 100 people to try to check in on the human condition. And each new episode they were doing new types of experiments, and it was super cool. We really enjoyed it. Another one that we're getting into right now, my husband especially likes when we're kind of coming down off the day, to do with the kids, is The Shop. and it's actually about building and being an innovator, and it's really cool because it's got kids, and it's on Disney Plus. So those are just a few of the things that I totally kind of wanted to share, just to say, you know, not everybody is always going to be productive all the time. It's okay to take breaks, and as long as you know what you're using to reward yourself and how you're coming down off of your like stressful day, you can really do anything. Even if I didn't do like a face mask that day or something, even just kind of laying out and reading a book or going on a hike, or I know that every morning before the quarantine we were doing jogs with my son, and so that's one of the things that I'm like craving my body misses. So instead we're doing some exercise videos with the kids during the day. That kind of helps them get their movement time and helps me get some of my movement time too. So the other thing to come down, which doesn't always work because the kids are usually in bed by now, but before they go to bed, sometimes if I need to just kind of feel the stress of the day go away and everybody's still awake, we'll put on some music and we'll just have an impromptu dance party. That's one of the best ways to kind of come off your stress, because I love dancing and I love music, and music just uplifts your spirit. And right now is a great time to have your spirit uplifted by really kind of bright, happy music. So anyway, if you guys have any tips or ideas about how to come off of a stressful writing day or work, or kind of just the stress that's going on in the world right now, leave a comment how you do that down below, and hopefully we can compare notes. Alright, I hope you liked this video. I know it was real quick. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully there'll be more content coming soon. I'm trying to get it out and fit it in around these crazy kids. As you can tell probably by the light, I am filming at night right now, which never happens normally, but it was the only time I could do it. So I hope you liked the video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.